It's still, I don't know, for some odd reason, I'm still this big. Okay, that's pushing it. That'll do. Hello, merhaba then. It's good to see you back again. I woke up this morning in this extraordinary good mood, and I thought to myself, you know what? I enjoyed last night so much that it would just be fun to chat. And again, I am not selling anything. I'm not promoting anything. I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I don't. That's not the purpose of what I do. The purpose is I have believed for a very long time that the social media is a very strong platform that can be used for good. And too much I see it used for evil, but really, really, really a dreadful evil. People ripping into one another, people slaying one another, just all kinds of nonsense. And I don't want to do that. I don't. Um, I have nothing to gain. I have nothing to lose. I just want to talk to you. I want you to talk to me. I want you to ask me questions, whether it's about travel, whether it's about Africa, where I'm from, whether it's about New York, where I live, whether it's about where I've traveled to in my life, or whether it's about what is my best flavor of chocolate. Completely up to you. So, Adam, lovely to see you again this evening. Hi, hi, hi. Salam alaikum. Thank you very much. Hi, bro. Nice to see you. And where am I from is the question that pops up. Um, it's an odd question. I was born in South Africa. I now live in the United States of America in New York City. And maybe soon I won't be here any longer, only because, yeah, the reports that I'm reading about the United States are getting really quite frightening. So I may move on. But nonetheless, that's where I'm from. Born and raised in South Africa, and now I live in the United States of America in New York City. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, Farah. That's lovely to have you here. Je t'aime. Merci beaucoup. Je t'aime. Thank you. I love you back. That's a lovely thing to say. So your parents are from Afghanistan and you were born in Finland. That's interesting. You know what? I often say to people that I meet here in the United States, how who come from the Caribbean, how do you manage to survive here in the Northeast? Because boy, oh boy, when we get snow and cold, we get it. So my question is, if your parents were born in Afghanistan, but now you're living in, and you were born in Finland, well, I suppose it's stupid because you probably are so used to cold weather that it really doesn't matter. Ignore all of everything I said. That was ridiculous. Hi, I'm from Indonesia. Hello there, Indonesia. Merci de rien, Farah. Thank you for that lovely remark. Golden M7. Hello, Ken. Hi back. How are you? We love what you're doing. Thank you. I mean that. Thank you. Because I just think if we can all, you know, I'm an old guy now. So I have these little fantasies. Imagine if we could create a unit of people who all think alike, who all just want to get on with one another, who all just want to bring out the best with one another and in one another, and who can turn around to one another and say, hey, listen, I have to make a decision about something. Can you help me? What do you think I should do? I want to open dialogue like that, where we can trust in one another's judgments, or at least ask a question and throw it out onto the floor to get everybody's input and say, oh, what do you think? Should I go and live in the Arctic Circle? Just a stupid example, but there's so many things that we could talk about, which is terrific. Travel doesn't have to be the only one, but I have some information on travel that I do want to share to you today. I see it is cold weather, that's in Finland, but actually in Afghanistan and Finland, it's almost the same weather in winter. But yeah, Finland is more cold and a lot of snow. I get it. I think Afghanistan is probably cold because of the altitude, no? And it's a very mountainous country. So it's probably really, really cold. But see, I was born in, I often say I think crazy because if you look at the world is round, yeah? I was born in South Africa, which is here. So all my life, my head has been hanging down and my feet have been stuck to the earth, and I've been looking at the world upside down, which is why I get all these crazy ideas. I don't think in terms of cold until I got here to America. Oh God, I hate it. I do. I really do. So Finland is more cold, and you do get a lot of snow. I get it. Great idea. I think that probably comes from what I said. If we could make our own community of like-minded, just nice people who could, I don't know, just all believe in the same thing and feel that we can communicate with one another and trust one another and learn from one another and teach one another and become tolerant of one another. That would be that would be so nice. That really, really, really would. Prince, you're just disappearing from my screen. Prince something, I can't really see it, but this is, I wish I could do something to support that agenda. You can. You absolutely can. Voice your opinion. Think of a topic we can discuss. I'll put it up and say, today we're going to discuss, oh, I don't know, we're going to discuss the ingredients of Gatorade, just as an example. And we'll work on something. I'm not closed to anything. We can open the topic of anything. And I'll throw a little bit of travel in for obvious reasons. So it does get cold depending on where you live. Hi, Reem. Nice to have you here. Mister, are you in UK now? No, I'm in the USA. I'm in New York City in the United States of America. If I was in the UK, I would be in London. And if I were in London, I would be going to see the ABBA concert tonight. Have you seen ABBA Voyage? Oh, go see them. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I will be very happy that you're coming to Finland. Always welcome. Thank you. That's very sweet and very kind. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Dirty. I see you became number 15 fan in the fan club. Again, as yesterday, I didn't even know that there was a fan club. So thank you for being part of my fan club. I didn't know there was. Time has come for my people. Shh, don't tell no one. Shh. I don't quite understand that at all. To all of you guys that are watching on YouTube, hi. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you ever so much. I see that well, I'm going to try and pop this up here. Welcome. My name is Ken, and I do these live broadcasts sort of when I get the right buzz to do so and I'm in the right mood to, and clearly today was one of those right moods. So welcome. Nice to see you and have you here with us. When I was small, we were all happy and tolerance was normal, but I think social media opened my eyes. I agree with that. I'm from the generation that would ride my bicycle to school. I'd have to get to school on my own. When I got home from school in the afternoon, nobody was at home. I'm an only kid. My mother and father were at work. They would come home from work and I would say, can I go and play with my friends? And it was the generation that said, yeah, go, 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 go. Just be home before it's dark. So I had such an incredibly different upbringing as today's young people. When I saw social media, I thought this is really, really, really a fabulous tool to communicate with people. And then I started to see the vitriol and the hatred and the people that are hiding behind crazy names. Ken is my name. You can see me anywhere. And my last name is there. I think it's Ken Vasquez, which is my legal name. And MENA means Middle East, North Africa, because that's the destinations I work in travel. So that's how my name is, my screen name is created. But I'm Ken, and if I've got something to say to you that is unsavory, I'll say to you straight to your face as Ken. I won't be user number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, who comes in and is abusive and inappropriate and wrong on so many levels and then just vanish. Have you noticed that people do that? They generally have got 0 likes. They've got 1 video posted and they've got maybe 4 followers. And then they can just spew this vitriol out at you. It makes me sick. Sapphire, hi from the UK. How you, love? Hope all's good in your part of the world in Great Britain. Tico, I do have a YouTube channel. Go to the top of my page and you'll see Vuitton Travel, my website link. If you click on that and go all the way down, you'll see the links to the YouTube channels. And click on that and boom, there you'll be able to see the stuff that I've done. Finland is the happiest country in the world. So need to be journey, please come. Yeah, I know. I think that the Scandinavian countries are, I mean, you just get on. You really do just get on. I don't know if you can see me. Sorry about that. It said that there was a live pause and okay, well, I'm back. Everything is good. So, YouTube channel, go to the top of the page. you'll see Wheat on Travel, which is my website. Click on it, go to the bottom of the page, and you'll see the little YouTube link, and you can go and have a look at what we've done. Music Gaming Master. Hi there, how are you? I hope you're having a good day or had a good day. And you don't need to do anything. I will handle all, whatever you need, brother. Thank you. That's very sweet. That's very, very kind. Very kind. Music Gaming Master, I'm good. How are you? It's Monday evening. I'm glad for that because I'm lazy today. It wasn't one of my most effective days in the office. They told me to go away and just do something to amuse myself. So I am, and this is why we're chatting. Fias Muhammad, thank you. I am well. I'm doing very well. Just not happy with the cold. I'm not. Sapphire, I'm glad you're good. I'm good too. Just not happy with the cold. I should make that a canned answer. Just not happy with the cold. Do you remember those dolls, or those, not dolls, but those toys you used to get? Or maybe I'm really giving my age now, but you pull a string and then it let go and it talks. I should have a string. Not happy with the cold. Not happy with the cold. That's because I'm not. I really am not. Oh my. Much has changed so much. Well, life has changed so much. I hope we have more kind people like you. Hi from London. Yeah, what the hell is happening in London at the moment? And particularly with telephones, it's odd. It really, really, really is odd. I don't understand what people need to steal somebody else's phone for. It's ridiculous. Back to YouTube. Hi. Thank you for all of your highs and thumbs up and all kinds of things. Nice to see you here with me. I'm glad that you popped in. You're very welcome. And if you have any questions, pop them up. Let's chat about them. Yasmin, what happens? What happens with what? Love, I don't know what you mean. Here's a question coming that I am not going to answer. It was, is it gone now? How old are you? I'm not going to tell you that. Let's just say I'm somewhere between 50 and death, and just leave it at that. That's as far as I'm going to go. Are you willing to visit Egypt, Mr. Ken? Music Gaming Master. My first trip to Egypt was in 1991 in the summertime, and my most recent trip to Egypt was just before COVID. I came 3 times in the beginning of the year. In total, I have been to Egypt, I think maybe 10 or 12 times. If I get the chance to come back, and I need to, because I desperately want to go to Gem. I really have to see Gem, and there's some new things that I do want to see. So yes, to answer the question, am I willing to visit Egypt? I am more than willing to visit Egypt. I love the country, I love the people, I love the food, I love everything. So yeah, that was a long way of saying yes, I will. Hello from Birmingham. How are you doing, Birmingham? I hope all's good in your part of the world. Chilly, I guess, huh? Rainy, maybe a little. I think so. London seemed to have a bit of a belting lately, but you're further north, so I'm not that far north. But well, anyway, whatever the weather. Remember, we're together. We're off to see the Wild West show, or whatever that stupid song is. Hi from Birmingham. Hi, Birmingham, back from New York City. Really glad to have you here. And thank you for your compliment, Mareem, saying that I love your content. I'm glad you do. I enjoy doing it. I think that the one thing that is amazing about TikTok Live for me is that we can do this in real time. because there's people right around the world that are talking to each other from right around the world, which is insane if you think about it. Which is wonderful also, which then talks to my point of, if we use the power of the social media for good, wow, there's nothing that we cannot do. Really, really nothing that we cannot do. Finland time is 12:13. And today is your birthday. Now you're 20 years old. Well, happy birthday. May you see many more, another 20 and another 20 and another 20. On a serious note, happy birthday. I hope you have the most amazing day. I hope that you are blessed with lots and lots of love and kindness all around you. And I hope you have a very blessed year ahead, filled with every abundance, but most importantly, with good health. Happy birthday. That's nice. I'm thrilled for you. Gaming Master. Sorry. Hamid Hassan. I have not visited Pakistan before. I've not had the opportunity, but I'm getting more and more involved in that side of the world, and I will soon be in Pakistan. No definite date, don't put it in writing, but I certainly will come to visit Pakistan. I do want to. I really do want to. Music Gaming Master, thank you. You're wrong, but thank you. Hello from France. Thank you for all you do. Hello, France. You're so welcome. I love what I do. I think you can see that I do it with a passion. I love to talk to people. I love to engage in conversation, and well, I'm glad you like it. Let's just put it that way. I'm really glad you like it. Thank you for saying so, by the way, and give my love to France. I do love France. I'm not very familiar with much of France. Of course, Paris. I have been many times over the years, but you cannot say Paris is France because it's Paris. Pretty much like you cannot say the United States is New York City. It's two different animals. I also went down to the Riviera to Cannes, December of 2018, to a travel trade show, which was really nice. I enjoyed it there. I could have and should have spent a longer time, but I wanted to go to Paris. And I will go to Paris. When did you start learning about Islam? This is an odd question for me to respond to. I told you that I was born and raised in South Africa. Now, if you don't know the history of South Africa, we'll discuss that at a later point. I'm not doing it now. But in South Africa, there was a division of races. If you were white, you were on this side of the line. And if you were any other color than white, you were on that side of the line. Both lines suffered, but this line went through immeasurable hell. I will never deny that. The way people of color in South Africa were treated was just disgusting. Really, really disgusting. Now, having said that, this is how I'm starting to answer your question about when did I start learning about Islam. I went to school with a white girl, obviously, because whites and other colored people could not mix. So my friend was white. She fell head over heels in love with an Indian guy whose origins were from East or Asian India. You know what I mean, Asian India. And they were hopelessly in love. And here's the sad thing. They could not get married by law. Believe it or not. And if you want to, we will discuss this in depth, but another time. I'm not in the right frame of mind to do that now. But for her to get married to him, Farid was his name, is his name, she had to have the government reclassify her as a person of color, but she was whiter than snow. They also had to reclassify her name. She became Shanaz. And then they could get married. Have you ever heard of anything so disgusting? But having said that, they were my friends, and I was going to visit them. I didn't give a damn what the government said. So I went to the area that was restricted to white people to go to visit my friends in a neighborhood called Laudium, which is where they lived. And it took her, she must have been so frustrated. I'm sure she wanted to slap me. I mean, bear in mind, we're young, we're kids at this point. I didn't understand. She said that Farid, her husband, is Muslim. Okay. And his religion is Islam. But how can that be? I was born into a Christian household, and my religion is Christian. If you're born into a Jewish household, your religion is Judaism. Why then, if you are born into a Muslim household, is your religion Islam? I couldn't put it together in my head. So I guess you could say that I started questioning Islam. Oh, it must have been from my mid to late 20s into my early 30s. And on my travels around the world, people would say I'm Muslim. Oh, cool. But then you don't want to say, yeah, you know what? I have this friend, and she says her husband practices. What is Islam in relation to Muslim? I didn't get it. But slowly but surely, I put it together. And then started to gain a huge interest in it. And one of my best friends is a guy from Cairo who I met in 1991. And he's been very open to me about Muslim and Islam. And he's taught me a great deal. And my road to Islam is just elevating and elevating and elevating by the day. So I hope that answers your question enough. It was when I was young, but I didn't get it. I didn't make any, it made no sense to me. It does now. Yemen, HRH, Yemen. Wow. That is so cool to have you in the conversation with us this evening. Welcome. My whole heart says welcome to you. How are you? From Sana'a. Oh my goodness. You Yemenis are amazing people. You're so cool. You're so got it together. And I don't know, you're just lovely people. The very few Yemenis that I've met. But you really are cool people. You don't know how thrilled I am to know that you're with us tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from my heart to you for joining us. Back to YouTube for just a sec. Hi, I see you out there. Welcome. Join in. Ask questions. If you have anything to say it. Hi, 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 hi. No, I'm glad you're here. I really am. Birmingham, we've had severe weather and snowstorms. Eesh. Oh, on Thursday last week, and you still struggle with the aftermath. It stinks, doesn't it? It really does. It's horrible. So listen to this, Birmingham. I came to live in the United States of America on a permanent basis in the summer of 1995, so June 1995. Until that point, believe this or not, I had never seen or touched snow other than up on high mountains. There's no snow in South Africa. That December, January, February, we had a total of 19 snowstorms to the point where everything shut down. The Wall Street Stock Exchange, the subway, every building shut down. You couldn't move. There was 6 feet of snow was piled up on the side of the road. It just, nothing could move. And I thought to myself, what the hell are you doing here when you know that your family in South Africa are lying on the beach, having barbecues, blah, 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 blah. And it took a long time to get all of that mess cleared up. So I feel for you. You will struggle for the aftermath for some time. Still, I've no doubt. But I hope you get it pulled together. What, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Yeah, a little while still. Let's have a look. I did something really stupid. Okay, here we go. Music and Me Master are also what country you prefer to me to visit. Well, it really depends on your taste. A European country would be good. Southeast Asia is fabulous. Singapore, Thailand and Vietnam. I mean, come on. It's if you like beautiful scenery, exquisite seascapes, snorkeling. Yeah, I know if you're in Egypt, you've got Hurghada, you've got the North Coast. I get it. But if you like exotic food and you like, I would go to that side of the world. Go to Southeast Asia, Singapore, Malaysia. If you go to Malaysia, go to Langkawi Island. It's brilliant. Bangkok in Thailand. Down from Bangkok, there's a place called Pattaya Beach. Yeah, it's a beach resort. It's nice, but I wouldn't make that my stop. I would go to Koh Samui, and I would go to Phuket, without question. Although Phuket has become kind of overrun now. It's not the destination it used to be back in the 80s, but it still is beautiful. Nature doesn't change beauty. People do. We're the ones that mess everything up. Got some, I think, what are these? It says, thank you, brother. And it looks like I don't know, a trumpet or a unicorn or whatever. I'm not sure what it is, but thank you. I appreciate that. Hamid, I've not visited Pakistan. I will. I will at some point. I do want to. I really do. It's always been a place that has fascinated me, and I want to go. I will go at some point. And if we do these conversations regularly, you'll know when I'm there. So, Zizu, number 16 fan in the fan club. Welcome, and thank you for the mermaid. That was lovely of you. And the roses, thank you for the roses. And thank you for following. I just saw your message to Muslims. As a Muslim, thank you so much for each and every word. I don't know which one you saw, but I have done a lot of them. And whichever one you saw, if you saw one or all of them, you're welcome. You're very, very welcome. See, I'm sick and tired of Muslim people being painted with a bad brush. Does that make sense? Few people know what the Quran even reads like. But they can criticize the Quran. Now, I don't know a word about it. I don't know anything about Islam, but I can say it's bad. And I see that happening more and more and more and more, and especially here in the United States. And the more it happens, the more I will get louder and louder and louder and louder. Because I think, first of all, I think it's sheer stupidity. Absolutely. I want to look at people and say, stop being stupid. What's the matter with you? Grow up. And the reason I say that with such emphasis is because blame Hollywood. You see, because whenever they put out a movie, whatever movies we have, or TV series, or whatever, the bad guys, the terrorists, the ones that blow up everything, the ones that slice throats and behead people, are all Middle Eastern looking people. You know that. I know that too. And then I think to myself, are you really that stupid? Are you absolutely really that stupid? There's almost 2 billion Muslims in the world of all colors, all shapes, all sizes. So why would you mislead the sheep to believe that the Muslims that practice Islam are the evil ones and are located in the Middle East? That is just stupid. That really is stupid, considering the fact that the population, the highest population of Muslim people are located in Indonesia. And they're not dark-skinned. They don't have Arabic features at all. But nobody tells you that. Well, you can count on me telling people that, because I'm just so sick and tired of stupidity. I really and truly am. So I'm glad you enjoyed what I had to say about Muslims, and I felt that it was very important to point out to Muslims who I've learned, my God, you are such incredible, incredible people, that you don't fight back, because you're building your strength for the life hereafter with Allah. And I admire that. My goodness, I admire that. I wish that I could have reverted much younger in my life, because then I would not have been so feisty and fierce with my opinions. Or not, maybe it's a very good thing that I haven't reverted yet, because I still feel that I can talk about and say, stop being stupid. You're an idiot. What's the matter with you? And as I said yesterday in my live broadcast, you know what? There are 2 billion Muslims on the planet right now, in virtually every country, with the possible exception of one, and that is the Vatican City, for all the obvious reasons. If you are going to classify every Muslim as a terrorist, and there are 2 billion of them, the rest of us are totally screwed. We're done for. We're toast. We've had it. We might as well find a cliff and jump off it. Because if 2 billion terrorists come after us, we've had it. That's what I have to say. And that was the message that I was trying to get across and say to Muslim people. I am so sorry that you have to put up with insults and nonsense with the Western world. And it's rubbish. The absolute uneducated garbage that comes out of the mouths of Westerners. Who can have got, they've got the resources. We've all got the resources, for heaven's sake. If you have a computer in front of you, and you do, or a phone, which you do, or you wouldn't be seeing me, you could figure all of this thing out yourself. What is Islam? What is a Muslim? Where are they located? What do they believe in? What is their faith? What are their thoughts? You can figure it out. You don't have to go and listen to what some idiot on the news happens to tell you. Let me just put it this way. I will always fight. Yeah, and I won't stop. and I have no intention of stopping until I'm dead. I will always have something to say in favor of Muslim people because I love the whole damn lot of you. And why? Because you've always been so kind and caring and loving and gentle with me throughout my life. And for that, I owe you. I owe you my big jaw. I do. Beb2, you said I agree with you. I don't know what I was saying that you agree with, but if you agree, thank you. I'm glad. And Hassan, Allah bless you, sir. Thank you. And may Allah bless you and your family and loved ones too. For a better world, we need more like you. I don't know about that. I'm feisty. I am. And I have a short fuse. Maybe we could, the world would do much better with a toned down version of me. Yeah, because I'm too bomb. I explode too quickly, and I have stuff to say, and I say it, and I don't really give a damn what the consequence is. You can see the way I'm talking to you now. Yeah. Maybe there should be more like me, but a toned down version and a switch on and off switch. That something you just turn the volume down or turn the switch off and say, all right, enough now, stop. Thank you for the message to Muslims. You're welcome. You really are welcome. I will always speak in your defense. Denise said, no, speak English. You're very good. I hope you're making sense of what we're saying. I have to figure out how to. Apparently, there's something in TikTok, and I have to figure out how to do it, where what I say translates into a different language. When I figure out how to do that, I'll let you know, and then you can be part of the conversation because it's important. It's important for us to communicate as one, even though we have differences. We have differences of features. We have differences of skin tone. We have differences of hair texture. We have differences of culture and cuisine and religion and so many amazing differences. But at the end of the day, we're all one. We all come from one place and we're all going to one place. Maybe not all. Maybe some are going to another place. However, I think the message is just to be nice to one another. Really, I do. Denise, I'm glad. Denise. I hope I'm saying these names right. I don't mean not to. Please don't think I'm disrespecting or don't care what I say. You understand what I'm saying. I'm glad you do. I don't know what I said that made Shori Queen say, that's insane. I don't know what it was, but I hope it was okay. Hi, Ken from Fatima. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Nice to have you with us this evening. Thank you so much for joining. It's very good to have you with us. And then Shori Queen, you said that to Fatima, which is good because I have absolutely no idea how I would pronounce any of that at all. You speak so well, it's impossible not to admire your speaking style. Thank you. That's kind of you. I try. I'm glad you love the videos. Rahila. You know what I need? Actually, you know what I need to do so that I can see all of this here is wear my glasses. But vanity knows no pain, and then I'm looking like this, and I'm like, what am I seeing here? So, I'll get my act together as we go along. I'll definitely watch your broadcast with Turkish subtitles later. Good, and comment. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. I'm interested in what people have to say. Salam. It's Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for these wonderful greetings. It really, really is nice. There's another one I'm not even going to try to say, hey, Sabah, we should stop losing time justifying ourselves. We should rather take part to major decisions. Damn, that is good. Yeah. If I were your school teacher and I were marking your paper right now, for that remark alone, I would give you an immediate 100%, because I think you're absolutely on the mark. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it somewhere, and I am going to make sure that at some point in the not too distant future, we have a conversation about exactly that. Stop losing time justifying ourselves. We should rather take part to major decisions. Well said. Very, very well said. Hey man, just want to say we absolutely love you. Love you too. Love you right back. Sir, you're very honest, and I have a lot of respect for you. I respect you back. Thank you. I have high tolerance and respect for everybody who comes in my path. So thank you for that lovely remark. I respect you right back. It was okay, you said about how Muslims are being justified. It's sad, eh? It really is sad. It's sad that people can be so stupid, and it's worse that it can be believed. It's just like brainwashing. What are you doing? Why are the bad guys always Arabic looking, dark skinned, bearded, and then they're the terrorists? Meanwhile, a little revert, a young lady from, I don't know, somewhere in the United Kingdom, is whiter than snow. And if she were not covered, if she didn't wear a hijab, you wouldn't know that she was a Muslim at all. You'd have no idea. But she can just go waltzing down the street with nobody knowing that she could be a potential terrorist, given this rubbish that all Muslims are considered terrorists. If you really want to make my blood boil, you need to talk to me about that, because I won't. I won't do that. I will not tolerate that. Guys, please, everyone, just like the stream a couple of times. I don't know what that means, but here's an instruction for you. Guys, please like the stream a couple of times. So pay attention and like the stream a couple of times, whatever that means. User Dot says, looks like Churchill. Who? Me? I hope not. And then, my goodness. But if I remind you of Churchill, okay, thank you, I think. Assalamu alaikum means please or peace be upon you. Yeah, it's a beautiful way of greeting. When I hear that, it catches my heart, because here in the West, to say hello to someone else, you say, hey. That even defies my hold of the English language. Hey is something you feed animals. It's not, to me, it's not a greeting at all. And if somebody says, hey, in fact, here's a funny thing. In my workplace, if somebody sends me an email that is not a personal email that of someone I know, but if somebody sends me an email and says, hey, Kenneth, my name is, and I'm selling, I don't even read it. I just delete it. If you cannot say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or hello, go away. Hey, please. Peace be upon you. Thank you so much. Love you too. Hi, so there's such a lot of love going on here, which is really nice. I can say something for you, Asri Flow. Okay, go ahead. Whatever it is. I got a heart puff. Thank you. From 313. I don't know what a heart. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I think it's a heart. I really need to wear my glasses. I will, I promise, the next time. So that I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so where are we now? I lost everything after the heart puff. And then everything just went chaos. Rex, greetings, Uncle Ken. Hi, Rex. I'm a revert married to an Egyptian. Aren't those Egyptians lovely people? They're fabulous, eh? They're just so warm and comforting and nice. They just really are. There's nothing more I can say about Egyptians than they're just they're just lovely. This story of my friend from Cairo that I met in 1991. What's that? 91 to 2001, 11, 21. So 34 years that we've known one another. Would you believe it? And we have fought like hell because not once in 34 years have I paid for one meal, for one cocktail, for one. He just will not hear of it. Absolutely refuses to let me pay for anything. We go out to a restaurant. I go to the maitre d' and I say, "Here's my credit card. Just please." Yeah. The next minute, whoop, he's up and he's into no, give it back. Give it. It's on me. It's on. So yes, Egyptians. Gotta love them. May Allah make you happy in this life and afterlife, inshallah. Thank you. That Hassan is so nicely said. It because just because it comes from the heart, and I know that, and I respect that, and I wish that exact same wish back for you. I wish that same sentiment back for you and your family and your loved ones. Ni Hao Ma, I think, became number 17 in the fan club. Again, thank you. I did not know I had a fan club, but thank you, fan club, fan number 17. I appreciate you. I got a rose, which was nice from Abu. Thank you very much. Heart me, love you so much. Sent heart me ×1. Somebody followed the host. Abu followed the host. Followed the host, shared the live, followed the host, followed the host. Sounds like I'm singing a song. Shared the live, blah, blah, blah. Indonesia also, Zizu. Yeah, Indonesia is a magnificent country to visit. Jakarta is such a progressive city. And of course, Bali. Who wouldn't want to go to Bali? I know a lot about Indonesia because when I was younger, I used to work for KLM, the Dutch airline. And they owned the subsidiary of Garuda, which is the airline of Indonesia, or was at the time. And if you consider the fact that where I come from, way before the Suez Canal and all of that, Holland is here, Indonesia is here. Any exports from Indonesia had to go around the Cape of Good Hope, which is now Cape Town, and then up to Holland. And it was known as the Dutch East India Company. So yes, there's a lot of history in that part of the world that most people don't even know of. You've been to Langkawi and Koh Samui. Envy. Look, I'm turning green. Fabulous, eh? Really, really, really nice. Langkawi is stunning. Koh Samui is stunning. It's just breathtakingly beautiful. Qatar. Yes, I would. I want to come to all of the Gulf states. I do. I want to come and see what goes on there. Um, I do. I really. I just feel that. Like, I don't know if you'll understand me saying this, but as I've aged and as I've traveled, I feel that my soul has settled more in that Middle East region. Yeah? There's something about it that just is, come, come. And I do want to, and I will. I absolutely will. I guess everybody forgot 9/11. 9/11. What can I say? My morals are proven, my Sharia law. Did you see the sarcastic post that I put up when Zoran Mamdani, the Indian guy born in Uganda who came to the United States with his parents, is at 34 now the mayor of the city of New York? Did you ever see the major chaos going on that, well, that's it. Oh, a Muslim is running the city's going to go to hell. It's going to go to wreck and ruin. It's going to go to disaster. It's collapsing as we speak because he has introduced Shakira law. You know what? Birmingham, if you're still here, you'll know. I'm part of the old British Empire. You'll know we have a special brand of sarcasm. And I had such sarcastic fun with that. Shakira law, really? You're that bloody stupid? Honestly? So yeah, I had I had my moment with that. Hi Rex, I think I said Rex hi earlier. Zizu, yeah, it's true. Always the bad guys in the West film. It is. It is. Can you shout out my cat? His name is Spencer. Spencer! Meow, meow. Hi. This is a big shout out and a big hug to Spencer. Love you, Spencer. Mwah, mwah, mwah. That's a lovely, well, thank you. You're welcome. Anytime. Give Spencer an extra hug from us. We do have bad apples. Yeah, everybody has bad apples. Now, I don't think that every Muslim is a little saint. I don't. But then neither is every Jew, neither is every Christian, and neither is every Buddhist. Neither is every mankind are just mankind. And there are bad apples everywhere. But it doesn't mean that because there's two bad apples on the tree, you cut the whole tree down. No, it doesn't. Not at all. Are you reverted already or not yet? No, I'm not yet reverted. I'm taking it slowly. I have a lot of things of a personal nature coming up now in my life in the next months, which are going to require a lot of my focus. And I'm either going to focus on that or I'm going to focus on reversion. And I cannot not focus on this first to get me to a place where I can then settle down and say, I'm ready to start devoting my time, because I will not do anything half-hearted. It's either 100% or nothing. So, but I will. So the answer is no, not yet, but I will. Back to you guys at YouTube. Hey again. Hey, oh, I just didn't say that. Oh, God, I was just complaining about people saying, hey, and you're all so kind, saying, hi, 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 hi. And I just went quacking away like a duck out of water, saying, I hate that hey. And now I've just done it to you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. It just, something happened to my tongue. I'll cut it out. I'll have it removed. I'll see the doctor tomorrow. You need more people like me who are willing to educate people about Islam. You know, I wish that I could get in touch with an imam and sit him down on the ground and say, look, this is me. I am more than happy to do everything I possibly can to change the narrative of, or the negative narrative of Islam. Now, how do you want to use me? Because I'm at your complete and utter disposal. Tell me how. And if I could find somebody like that, I would dive in head first without a question. Hello, brother. Be kind 388. Thanks for your kind words. You're so welcome. Thank you for your kind words here. That's lovely of you. Islam is a very peaceful religion. Of course it is. The point is nobody knows. Yeah, thanks to the West, nobody knows it's a religion of peace. Don't be sorry, idiots always exist. Yeah, they do, and I've been known to be one. Oh God, if I did a comment, a lot of people say to me, "You, me, you should be in stand-up comedy," because the most obscure things happen to me, and the most bizarre of times. That when I tell people, they say, "But you can't even write that stuff for comedy. It's just too funny." Get up and tell people this, but I don't see that it's funny. I just say, oh, this and this and this and this happened, and people are rolling on the ground laughing at what happened to me. I don't think that it's funny. But anyway, that's. Please consider reverting to Islam. I have considered, and I am going to. At the time is right, I will absolutely start making the absolute commitment. I love this. We should stop losing time justifying ourselves. We should rather take part in major decisions. Sabah, I'm going to actually take that and I'm going to figure out how we can make a conversation about it and invite people, but give them a long lead in time so we can have some really intense, well-structured, unlike this. I just wanted to chat to you all because I love you all this evening, but something really structured to make people put it down at the end of it all and say, yeah, that's right, we should. We really, really, really should. So I am going to use that at some point, and I'll find you somehow and talk to you about it before I do it, because just maybe we could do something together. I'm just making notes on my what to do list, and that is one of them. Assalamu alaikum, Arabic Bazaar. Thank you for your warm wish. Thank you, man. Hey, man, I just want to say we absolutely love you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I love you right back. It's, yeah, I love you right back. Yeah, Uncle Sam needs money. Uncle Sam does need money. Because my goodness, what's going on here in the United States is absolutely crazy. I am going to give you a little bit of travel news because I think it's important for you to know. Number 2 is saying, guys, please, everyone, just like the stream a couple of times. Thank you. Am I reading this again? Have I just sort of gone back in time? No, I can't, because Okay, whatever happened, something happened here. Forgive me, I am the old guy now. 313 is number 18 in the fan club. Thank you for that. I got a heart. I got 4 hearts. Please react, Quran. I will. It's right here in front of me. Religion is all the same, just only one thing: nice heart, respect each other, and kind for everyone. You have hit the nail, boom, right on the head. You know, we can all have scripture teachings, and we can all have prophets that bring us messages, and we can all have our belief in God, whatever we choose to call God by whatever name. But at the end of the day, it is you're so right. It's all the same. You just need to have a nice heart and respect one another and be kind to everybody. It's just that simple. We create such drama and we create such nonsense, but that is so simple. It's ridiculous that, yeah. Um, I don't know where somebody said, where is he reading from? I don't know what you mean by that. Um, See, what happens is that every time another comment comes to the bottom, they all shift up. But when they shift up, they don't go quick. They don't go one, 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 one. They just go, wow, a whole lot go. And then for a moment, I'm not quite sure where I am. You are so smart and a very intelligent sense of humor. We want you as president. No, you don't. No, I assure you, you don't. No, it depends on president of what. President of no, I couldn't be president. I don't have the temperament for it. If I look at the if I look at the administration in the United States at the moment, and if I were the president, I would say, "What the hell are you all doing? What the hell are you all doing? What's wrong with you?" And I'd probably be impeached and thrown out, and heaven knows what else. Um, have I visited Iraq before? I have not. Again, I have every intention of going deeper into that part of the world, and starting toward the end of this year and into next year. I do. It fascinates me, and there's a lot I want to see with the limited time I have left on Earth. There's a lot of time. There's a lot that I want to see. So one day, Iraq, without question. What I'm fighting for is a noble cause given to God, chosen ones only. Um, you know, I don't see it as noble, though a lot of people have told me this. I I don't see it as noble. I see it as a necessity. I see it as somebody's got to say something, and everybody's saying a whole hell of a lot of nothing, and just letting it compound and compound and compound and compound like a pancake until it all just implodes, and we're all hate one another. And I would hope that if that is the case, I am dead by then. Because I don't want to live in a world that is filled with more hate than there is currently. And my goodness, there's a lot of hate going on at the moment. It's ridiculous. Sabah, thank you so much for your kind wish of may Allah guide me and protect me. My prayers with you. Come and convert, bro. You know, we'll do it together. You'll know, because I will very proudly tell you as I progress. I really will. Imam Ali in Iraq. I would love to, but I'm not there. I wish I could meet an imam in here in New York City. Um, I just want to go and sit on the floor, move away all the complications, forget all the spirituality, and just say, this is me, that is you, this is my point of view, that is your point of view. Your point of view interests me more than my point of view. So you tell me how you want me to spread the word about you, and I will do it. That's how I feel. It's a feeling that I've got inside. I found it. Where is he reading from? Can I know, please? Um, I think you're obviously talking about where am I reading from when I'm looking here. Um, it's on my computer screen. As you're asking, as people are typing questions and making comments, they pop up in front of me, and that's how I answer them. Somebody says where you are. I'm in New York City in the United States of America. Thank you for what you're doing, bridging the gap, changing the perception of Islam. I kind of feel that's my mission now. MashaAllah, brother, but why not right now? I'll tell you why not right now. I am going through a huge move within my personal life. And I'm going to have to spend more time doing that than I can devote to really getting down and reviewing the Quran. And I don't want to say, all right, I have to do this quickly because I have to do the Quran quickly and then back. Yeah, and back. I don't want to do that. I want to do this, get settled, and then once I'm settled, start really becoming very involved. But already I'm enormously involved, as you can probably tell. I may not know everything. No, I know. No. I know very, very little. I know this much. But I'm prepared to listen. I'm prepared to learn, and at the right time. Most certainly at the right time. Good evening from Malaysia. Malaysia, how I love you. You have no idea. You have always not once has a Malaysian person not said to me, come to Malaysia, we'll show you the true spirit of Islam. And not once have I gone back and said, you'll see me there one day. I'm flying into Kuala Lumpur, but then I'm going straight to Langkawi for a break. And then I'll come back to the big cities and meet people. But Langkawi has been in my mind ever since I saw the first picture of it, ever. And I thought to myself, before my dying day, I've got to go there. So you will see me. And if you stick around, you'll know when I'm there. Kenya. Hi. Habari gani? It's so nice to have you. It's 2:00 in the morning I see there. That is so cool. Where are you in Kenya? In Nairobi? Yeah? Kenya, just for everybody else who's listening, is so famous on so many levels. It was the premium safari circuit of the world way back. It is where the Queen Elizabeth II, who's just died 2 years ago, it was where she became Queen of England because she was in Nairobi when her father, King George, passed away. And the minute he died, of course, she immediately assumed the role of the Queen. She was a girl. She was a kid, for heaven's sake. She was 25 or something like that. But so Kenya has got a lot of history to it. But apart from that, it's got such an abundance of wildlife. The Rift Valley. The people of Kenya are so fabulous. The Kikuyu people are so amazing. The Samburu up in the north are, wow, people. The Masai or the Mara or the Masai in Masai land are people of the earth. These people live from moment to moment. They're nomadic people. They're on the move to wherever there's water. Their lives are not dictated by any huge industrial complexes or any nonsense. Nothing. They live very simple lives, but they live with nature. Can you imagine waking up in a place called Masai Mara National Reserve, and this is your home? You live at one with man, or man and beast coexist together in harmony. If that is not a representation of if a man and wild animal can live in harmony with one another, why the hell can the rest of us not do that? Because we're far intelligent than animals, whichever way you look at it. Think about that. Oh, and then I have one thing to say that I'm anti. And Kenya, you'll probably be very, I don't know where you stand on the fence of this thing. But there's one thing that is really annoyed me, and that is the new development by Ritz-Carlton in Masai Mara. I think that's wrong on absolutely every single level. Let me explain why to those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. There's one chunk of land, okay, which is a game reserve filled with animals. On the imaginary border, on the south side, it's called Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. On the north side, it's called Masai Mara National Reserve. It's between those two spots where the annual Great Migration takes place, where one day one wildebeest or zebra or whatever puts its nose up in the air and says, we gotta go. And then this thunderous herds go through the Mara River and into the lush lands of Masai Mara. It's one of those National Geographic natural phenomenons. There's no other way to describe it. Having said that, Ritz-Carlton, one of the top property owners of the world, with their beautiful home, beautiful hotels, and their yachts and whatever, have decided that they're going to build, or have already built, a lodge right in the path of this ecological system, this natural ecological system that has survived for generations. They've gone and they've built this enormously expensive, lavish, luxury lifestyle, blah, 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 resort for rich white people to come and sit on their balconies sipping gin tonics and watching the Great Migration going by. I oppose that. I do not think that is right. And it's for that very reason that as the CEO of Vuitton Travel here in New York, I just said, that's it. No more Ritz-Carlton. Get Ritz-Carlton right the hell out of our portfolio. We will not deal with them. You cannot go and create such chaos and then call yourself sustainable tourism, because you're not being. You're taking something that is centuries old, and it's a natural migratory pattern, and you are thinking, well, we'll just skim the cream off the top, make a fortune, give them what they want, charge them a fortune, and give them this fake experience. And I won't. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that. Not at all. Read about the life of Imam Ali. Oh, I get you. Okay. The cousin of the Prophet, and you will learn a lot. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to copy that too, because once I go off, all of this goes. So give me just a moment to copy and paste that. Okay, and I will. Thank you, Ken. We need to speak how to be in the heart of life. I am so sensitive to what you say. I hope you're sensitive in a good way. I hope I'm not upsetting you or hurting you or creating any conflict within you. I hope not, because I don't mean to. And if I am, please forgive me. Are you Muslim? No, but I am reverting, and it will be this year still. And then what, I've done it again. Oh, jeez. I'm just going to start in the middle of here. You know the government teaches us to hate everyone. Yeah, I do know that. I absolutely do know that. And I think that's enormously wrong. But above that, I think that we're stupid to allow them to brainwash us to such a degree that we do hate everyone. I can't go walking around hating people. It's just, for what? Doesn't serve a purpose. Vladimira, hi Ken, how are you? Nice to have you here with us. Thank you so much. Jakar, hello, nice to meet you, and good to meet you too. Musa, hi, greetings from Turkey. Merhaba, I'm glad you're here. It's so nice to have you with us. Thank you so much. I'm living in the United States, yes. I live in New York City. Yeah, for better or for worse, I live in New York City in the United States. Hello, Ken. Crafts by Khadija. Is that right? Oh, I hope so. I hate to butcher names. I find the one thing that I was taught was that the one thing you truly only ever possess that is yours and yours only in the whole world is your name. Therefore, when somebody introduces themselves with their name, remember that name as a sign of genuine respect. And I do want to do that, but there are some names that are really, really, really difficult for me. They are, and I don't mean that to be rude. It just is. Oof, wait, hang on, give me a moment. Let me figure this out. And eventually, as we go along, I'll get to know it. Thank you for saying I should take my time and research calmly as I'm led by Allah. And thank you. I appreciate that, because that's exactly what I want to do. I don't want to rush into it, not because I'm avoiding it, but just because I don't want to say, let's go through this quickly. Okay, I'm an Islam. No, I'm a Muslim, and let's get on. No, I don't do things like that. I'm not that kind of person. See, now everybody's sitting here laughing, thinking that that's funny, because of the presentation that I give. I don't think that's funny, but what can I say? What do I understand about Islam? I understand that Islam is not just a religion, but it's a way of life. Everything about Islam to me is a way of life. And yes, while there are teachings of the Prophet and teachings of how we're to conduct ourselves, every moment of every day of every person who is Muslim, it is a way, the way you live, it's your way of life, that you don't break the rules and you're keeping yourself in check in this bodily life, so that when you go to meet our Creator is when you will be eternally blessed. That's what I understand about Islam. I hope I'm right. Please be careful. They found you, please. I don't know what that means. Yeah, sure. Everything is step by step, Brother Ken. You're right. You're right. What do I understand Islam in one sentence? I think I just said that. Gee, you asked that twice, so I think I've already answered you. Deegan, thank you very much for understanding that that I want to take my time in research. I don't want to rush into something. I'm not backing out by any means. I'm not going to turn around tomorrow and say, yeah, you know what, I lost my Quran. No, I'm not going to do that. But I know my restraints and I know what I've got to do and I know how to organize my life. And that's what I'm doing. And I know that we have no, inshallah, but nobody knows that we're promised tomorrow. I understand. I get it. I completely understand what you're saying, but I'm going to take my chances that I will be here tomorrow. In fact, I have to. Yeah, I have things to do. I haven't got time to go anywhere at the moment. Mr. Ken, I wish you from the bottom of my heart that you start reading the Quran as soon as possible. I will. Kakaso, yes, you're in Nairobi. That is such a cool town. Respond to me if you're still here. Is the carnivore restaurant, is it still there? Is it still in operation? You know what I did on my first visit to Nairobi ever? I flew into Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and stayed in Nairobi for a few days. But then I had this romantic fantasy in my head about taking a train ride from Nairobi to Mombasa. And I did. It was an experience, I'll say that. It was not romantic, but it was a good experience. And then I went to the North Coast and I spent, I think, about a week at White Sands Hotel. That may still stand. I think Jimmy Karaoke's crowd owned that hotel. Sarova, White Sands, I think. And then I did a day trip to Lamu, which was lovely. Really, really, really. I mean, that was just I always said that these Indiana Jones bunch, if they want to make a movie, don't waste money on building sets. Just go to Lamu. You've got everything there. And then for accommodation, you've got the Peponi Hotel. I think that still exists in Lamu as well today. It's just nice. I like Nairobi. Larry Potter. Hi, Dad. Hi, Larry. Do I look that old? I'm just kidding you. What do I think about Mayor Mamdani? I think that Mayor Mamdani will become, in time, the greatest mayor of modern times of New York City. He's young, he's dapper, he's intelligent, he's smart, he's charismatic, he's charming, he's one of the people. The only thing I don't like about Mayor Mamdani, and honest to God, it's here on my computer screen to write him a letter. He has said that, he lives in Gracie Mansion now. That's the mayor's residence on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. He has said he is going to ride public transportation, so he'll be on the subway, or he'll be on the buses, or he'll be walking the streets without a security detail. And I just feel I have to write to him and say, Mr. Mayor, for the love of whomever, don't do that. Don't do that. I know you want to be one with the people, and I know you stand for the people, and I respect that. But you're only 34 years old, and there is so much hatred for you out there already. There is so much vile hatred for you. There is so much negative energy against your beautiful wife from Dubai. Don't do that. No, get picked up at Gracie Mansion and dropped off at City Hall. Don't do that. That's what I think of him. I think he'll be one hell of a good mayor. I think he'll be a man of the people. His wife is an enormously grounded young woman. She's a beautiful, beautiful young lady. She comes from, I understand she is born and raised in Dubai or somewhere and then planted into Dubai. But listen to this. Here's what I really thought was, this shows you the essence of these people. They did a swearing in ceremony with Letitia James, who is the Attorney General of New York, in an abandoned subway station beneath City Hall. They did the official swearing in, where he held up his right hand and he placed his left hand on the Quran. That already caused more drama than you can imagine. But then they came up onto the steps of City Hall for the official swearing in ceremony. And it was Zoran and his wife and his mother and father. Now, her mother and father were there as well, but they weren't up on the podium. They were disguised in the crowd because apparently they're very influential people, and nobody wanted them to be seen as, oh, well, because the in-laws have got more than $10 in the bank, that's why he's the mayor of New York. That is what I understood in the article. And if that is the case, and that is in fact so, well then, Dan, man, what good people. Huh? Think about it. What really, really, really good people. Of course, Mrs. Mamdani, didn't the media already start saying, oh, but look at her boots. They want to be for the people, but she's wearing a $600 pair of boots. Well, first of all, how the hell do you know they're $600? Yeah? You don't know that. She could have bought them at a flea market in Dubai for $3, but you think they're $600, so you go quacking like a duck out of water. But it turns out that she borrowed from a designer those boots to wear at the swearing-in ceremony, and after it was done, gave them back. She's not a, oh, well, I'm the first lady of New York. I'm just going to grab. She's a fiercely, incredibly independent young woman with enormous art skills. And I'm talking about paintings and that kind of art. And so she's worth her own money. She doesn't need him. She does certainly not need to be the first lady of New York City. She doesn't need to get money from her parents. She doesn't need money from Zoran's parents. She's her own woman. God bless her. I really think God bless her. So that's what I think about Mayor Mamdani. Very pro him. Let's have a look. You are already involved and you are right to do the things like your heart might tell you. Thank you for pointing that out. I feel it's important. Yeah, I do feel it's important. You got to take care of good people. Can't for a moment deny that. Reading the next quote, can you please search for Sarajevo Safari and Canadian involvement in this? I will. Let me put that on my little let's get it done pad. And I've got your user number as well. So when I've got something to see or say, I will make sure that you know. I will put a little bulletin out saying, hey, be sure to tune in. Hope to see you soon, Ken. Crafts by Khadija. Is that right? If that means you're going because it's late, good night, rest well, have a lovely... thank you for joining me. That was so nice. And thanks for your input. I really, really appreciate that. So dinosaurs exist during man. Yeah, look at me. I'm a living example of a dinosaur. I'm an old guy now. I don't know if that's what you meant, but that's just my silly sense of humor. Yeah, so dinosaurs do exist in the time of man. What happened to you and in your life to make you so wise, so subtle, and so sensitive? I don't know. I can't really point out a moment where sort of the light turned on and I became who I am today. I attribute it a lot to my age. I attribute it a lot to the unbelievable benefit and that I had of traveling, seeing the world through my own eyes and learning things through my own eyes. That helped a lot. And then I have to say that, as I've told you, and I've said this 100 times now, I was born and raised in East London, and I was adopted by a loving couple who were very simple people. When I don't mean simple, cuckoo, stupid people, I mean people that were just law-abiding citizens. If the government said jump, they said how high. They were just good people. And in looking back over my life, they've both passed away now. If I look back over my life, the one thing they never ever taught me was to hate. Do you know there's that song from, I think it's a Stephen Sondheim musical. I'm not a great Sondheim fan, but children may not understand or whatever the case is, but children will listen. And if you tell a child, I have this tiny nephew, he's just a little boy of 3. and he loves Gatorade. So whenever his mum brings him to visit, I open the fridge and I say, "You want a Gatorade?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, go to the drink spot." And the drink spot is a part of the kitchen where it's ceramic tiles, no carpet, so that if he spills anything, it just is wiped up immediately. And this little boy of 3 gets it, and he goes straight to the drink spot. So he understands, and he learned that was the drink spot. I learned not to hate. My mother and father would not let me hate. And I'm of the age that if I did hate something or hate someone, my mother would give me a wild slap across the head. She wouldn't take any nonsense from me at all. So I think that probably contributes to who I am today. I hope that answers you appropriately. And one down. How's it, Bert? How's it, man? Where are you? Obviously in South Africa. Hoe gaan het? Is jy in die Kaap of is jy in die Pretoria, Johannesburg? Waar is jy in die wêreld? Stuur vir my boodskap, sê vir my waar is jy, maar intussen tyd, how's it, Bert? It's really lucky to have you along, man. It's so cool. Zeffy, hello. Yes, I grew up in South Africa. Mr. Ken, please, once you revert to Islam, I want to be the first Muslim man to marry your daughter. Okay, I'll make a note of that. And when I have a daughter, assuming I can still have a daughter, I will let you know, Kako. That's Kaka. So that's you can. I'll make a note of that. Yeah. Okay. Salam, Zefi. Indeed, well said. How do you explain their union? It doesn't make sense, but that's demons laughing. The monkey shines. I don't know what that means. Who are you talking about? Simon Z. I don't know who their union is. Are you talking about the Mamdanis? I don't know. I can't answer your question. I wish I could, but I can't. If you add a little more to it, I'll see how I can best understand it. Neither understands that free will and covenant is sacred as each other by God. Yeah, you're right. People just, people want to hear what they want to hear, and it's just ridiculous. Really, it's just stupid. If we just took the time not just to listen. I can listen to you. You can listen to me talk all day, and I can talk all day. But are you hearing what I'm saying? And I think that's the important factor here. You can listen, and you can listen to everything, but are you actually hearing? I think that's very important. So your understanding message is spot on, man. Spot on. I think this is Baron or Baron. Baron 42. Hi, Ken. Hi there. How are you? How are you doing today, brother? I am doing good. I'm really doing good. How are you doing today? You good? All good in your world? I hope so. Super Bros, you just found me today. Well, I'm glad you did. Thank you. And follow along, because we're going to do these conversations on a regular basis. Because what you did, if you've just come in now, what you didn't hear was, firstly, by profession, I'm a travel agent. That's what I do, and I sell tours and safaris to the Middle East and Southern Africa. But most of all, that I think that I'm trying to create here on TikTok is a place where we are all like-minded and we can all gather together and exchange ideas and learn from one another. yeah, and teach one another the good stuff. Because you know as well as I do, if there's one bad thing takes place in the world, my God, boom, there it is. It's right through cyberspace from Australia to Alaska in 2 seconds. But if something really nice happens, nobody is about it. Nobody actually is about it. Did you, talking about that, I stand corrected, but I think that it is in the Netherlands that they have a special, in supermarkets, in some supermarkets in the Netherlands, they have a special cashier line for elderly people who have nobody to go home to. So they go to empty homes, but they come through their grocery shopping, and then they are permitted to spend up to almost an hour talking to the cashier. Have you ever heard of anything so touchingly beautiful, where one human being is saying, you know, I'm going to make my money out of you, but I know that you're alone. Perhaps you've lost your husband or your wife, you're elderly, your kids out of the home, maybe they're even out of the country. You live on your own. Let's chat. Let's have a coffee and let's have a chat. Let me get to know you, let you get to know me. If we never see each other again in this lifetime, at least we will have spent one quality hour together. And that's worth $1 million, man. It really, really, really is $1 million. So I'm glad you found me today, Super Bros, and thanks for following along. I would love to have you as part of our little team. Baron, thank you for the endorsement. Love you for that. Farouk, thank you for the 4 hearts. I see hearts going up and down and up and down and up and down. Yeah, it's sure. I'm actually getting quite dizzy. As a born Muslim, following teaching more about Islam, alhamdulillah. As a born Muslim, following will teach more. Yeah, I understand. But again, as I say, and I will say this out loud and proud, I've got all my stuff ready and I embrace Islam a little more every day, but I'm not going to give it my best and full attention only because I know what my restraints are right now. And it's all or nothing with me. I've always been that kind of guy. You're going to get it all or you're going to get nothing. And Islam is important to me. So I want to give it its all when I am ready. And that'll be this year still. I'm not talking about in 20 years' time. I'm talking about now in the very near future. Islam has given me a new sense of peace, standards, and a new purpose. Brock, that's wonderful to hear. That is mind-blowingly wonderful to hear. Because I believe what you're saying is so on topic. It just is. It just is. Kakasa, when I said this year, this and then the laughing and the tears, is that the answer to the carnival restaurant? Is it still open? If it is, God, it used to be such fun. It used to be such fun. It's there, yeah. Okay, you've confirmed. I see it down there. It's there. We used to have such fun there on the way to the airport to go back away to South Africa. It was always go and become a pig, and then they have that that liquor. I don't know what it was, but it was some alcoholic beverage with honey and whatever in it. It hit you like a bomb. It was so strong. And then when you'd had enough, you have the little hoist the little white flag up on the table and say, go away. I can't anymore. And once you have done that, well, then, of course, there's the dessert. and the pig in me jumps out and says, "Uh-oh, we have another plate of food coming our way." But do we chat to him through private chat or on here? If you have, let me put it this way. If you have something that you want to discuss with me privately, that you don't want anybody else to hear about or know about, or me to answer you in real time, go to this page, and up at the top you'll see my website, Vuitton Travel. Click on that, go to contact us, and contact me. Our email address is there, or contact at Vuitton Travel. It's all there. I'm not going to make you write it down. Send me a message. I got a lot today, and I answered a lot. And I'd be very happy to answer you something if it was of a private nature. I live in USA and I have more friends from non-Muslims. I never pushed, but I showed in Islam by example. See, I think that's very smart, because when you know the stupid saying, I don't know what your native language is and where you are in the world, but in South Africa we used to get in the car. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And nothing gets more annoying, because then the driver wants to turn around and slap your head right off your shoulders. So if you are showing by example, as opposed to saying, are you ready yet? Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you want it? Do you want to revert? Are you ready now? No, let's do it now. You're just going to push people away, because people don't like to be forced into a situation. So I think your approach is A1. Really, I do think it's brilliant. I honestly do. Okay. He will be stalled as Trump by a corrupt judiciary. Simon Z, are you talking about Mamdani? If you are, and I guess you are, I honestly hope you're wrong. I really and truly hope you're wrong. I hope I can turn around to you and say one day, Baba, you were wrong. But I agree with what you're saying. The corruption at this point is, I don't know, it's out of control. Rahman Karim, salam from Singapore. Hi, how are you today? It's tomorrow, actually, in Singapore already, I think, yeah? I do hope you have a lovely day. Yeah, have a blessed day today. Singapore's such a nice town. I love that little lion with the water coming out of its mouth. When I saw that for the first time, I thought, oh, God, I was so excited. I was a young guy. It was 1987. I remember that clearly. And how's this for bad luck? Birmingham, if you're still in the house, listen to this for a bombshell. I had gone on a trip from Johannesburg to Hong Kong, then to Taipei, Hong Kong, Macau, Taipei, Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket, Singapore. Well, and I was the group organizer, so I was the group leader. They were traveling with me, and I was the arranger of all of this. And I enjoy doing that, and I still do it today. I take groups of people on fabulous journeys, very cost-effective journeys. In fact, as a side note, I'm putting one together for a 7-day trip to Istanbul, but not in coaches, not in big luxury tour buses and so on, but as locals with Istanbul cards. So using the metro and the this and the that, and all public transportation, it's such a it's going to be such a good experience. But anyway, having said all of that, I said to you that I the I've gone absolutely blank. Can you believe it? We were talking about something and I went off on another tangent and I completely forgot what I was saying. So if anybody can remind me where I left off, please pop it up. Oh, Singapore, I've got it. I went, oh, yeah. So I told you I went through on that whole experience all the way through Southeast Asia. And then because I had this group with me, on the way from Singapore back to Johannesburg, there was no direct flight. But Singapore Airlines flew non-stop or via Sri Lanka to Mauritius, the island of Mauritius, which I loved, and I'd spent many summers there. And so I thought, you know what? When I'm done with the group, I will leave Singapore where the weather is gorgeous and the sun is shining and it's summer and I've met some fabulous people and there was Sentosa Island and its beaches and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to leave all of this and I'm going to go to Mauritius. And so I did. With a very heavy heart. Some places you leave with a heavy heart. I left Singapore with a very, very heavy heart. I got to Mauritius. I got to my hotel. And they gave me a bottle of water and a packet of cookies, biscuits. And I said, okay, that's nice. Thank you. Oh, no, they said, no, that's your provision for the week. I said, what the hell are you talking about? They said there's an incoming typhoon that is going to hit the island and blow the hell out of us for about a week. So welcome to Mauritius. And I'll never forget sitting in a room on my own, watching waves flying over the resort, everything closed, goats flying in the air, palm trees flying in all directions, oceans live. Oh, God, it was terrible. And I thought to myself, you fool, you could have been in Singapore having a wonderful time, and here you are. But don't let that deter you from Mauritius. While I've never been back to Mauritius since then, I would go tomorrow if I could. I really could. Mary became number 22 fan in the fan club. Thank you, Mary. Welcome. As I keep on saying, I did not know I had a fan club, but, well, you're number 23, so welcome with love. It's wonderful to have you here. Oh, my goodness. I appreciate your content. I appreciate you staying with me and listening in. And thank you, sister, for calling me an honorary Muslim. I will hold that badge with enormous pride close to my heart until I revert. And then we'll have a party. That I can assure you. We'll certainly. Edmonton, Alberta. Wow, Canada, welcome. It's nice to have you here too. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. I got a heart puff. I got to love you so much. I got somebody followed, somebody shared, somebody followed. Sister said hi, Singapore. Hello, Singapore. Isn't this amazing? Think about where Alberta is and think about where Singapore is. I mean, isn't this amazing that we can all connect with one another like this right around the world? It's mind-blowing. And then, of course, we had South Africa in too. Or somebody said, how's it, but wow. Can I adopt you to be my granddad? Okay. Whispers of Grace, you can adopt me. You, you're welcome to adopt me, love. Um, in fact, you touch my heart, and let me tell you why. My mother, who was so kind and caring for me all my life, her name was Grace. So yeah, you can adopt me. But now we go down a few bars here, and somebody called S says, "Oi, Whispers of Grace." No, he's already taken. So it seems like I'm everybody's favorite granddad in TikTok. Oh, Grace, don't cry. I'll be everybody's grandfather. I love you all. Thank you for the hearts. You guys, it's 6:55, and we're going to end in 5 minutes. And I do want to touch on just a few topics that I think you should know. I'll be very quick with them. They're all travel related. And because that's what I do for a living, I do want to just give you a little bit of information. Egypt is changing strategy to draw more tourism, more incoming tourism. And if ever you want to talk about that, go to my website up top, send me a what do you call that thing? Email, contact me, and I will give you some suggestions and ideas. But here is something that really, really bothered me. I think you should know about it. The Trump administration is expanding travel restrictions to an additional 20 countries and the Palestinian Authority, doubling the number of nations affected by sweeping limits announced earlier this year on who can travel and immigrate to the United States. Look, I am not a politician. I'm not even going to get involved in that. I think it's absolute nonsense. But the countries that are banned at the moment are, in no particular order, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. And heightened restrictions on visitors from Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. I don't know where this is going to end up, but an additional 15 countries are being added to the list, and these are what they are: Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Benin, Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire, Dominica, Gabon, the Gambia, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal. Hold on for this one. Tanzania. The Safari Circuit of Tanzania is being added to the list that is going to be facing partial restrictions to enter the United States. Tonga, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. I don't know what else to say about that. I think it's despicable. I understand that at one point the United States passport was in position number 1, and now it's right past 10. It's in position number 14. We're hosting with Mexico and Canada the World Cup, yet everybody is starting to embargo coming to the United States for the World Cup, and I don't blame them at all. I wouldn't come here if I was not here already. And there was another thing that I wanted to tell you, just one other thing before I sign away. And that was, oh yeah, Do you recall? You may not recall because you're not from here, or if you are from here, you will know that the United States government shut down for a period of something like, I don't know, 43 days or something ridiculous, because they were just bitching back and forth and back and forth and back, and like a bunch of kids, like a bunch of children, which is exactly why I want to create this little circle of friends that we can all just be together and look forward together. But that government shutdown, yeah, 43 days, it was 43 days, it cost an estimated 6.1 billion. That's with a B. $6.1 billion in total economic losses across travel and related sectors, according to the US Travel Association website. That's disgusting. That is just, I mean, can you even count $6.1 billion? But think of who that affects. It's not just the major, the Marriott Hotel or the St. Regis or the Four Seasons. It's every single person who makes your bed, who cleans your room, who carries your suitcase, who brings a spoon and a knife and a fork to your table, who prepares your meal, who cleans the streets to make sure everything is working, who cleans the tour buses, blah, 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 blah. I can go on for another hour and I won't. But think about the amount of people who are involved in something as stupid as a government shutdown out of sheer stupidity. The way the country, the way the country behaves, I'm surprised it's only as low as 10th. You're right, I agree with you. It's below 10, by the way, it's 14. Okay, you guys, yeah, JLM, I'm not going to answer that, but look at my face. Friends, on that note, another 2 hours have just flown by so fast, and I've enjoyed every single minute of these 2 hours with you. I love you. I respect you. Go out and have an amazing day, or if you're getting ready to go to bed, have a great night's rest. Get up tomorrow energized and do your best. Keep an eye on me. We will go live. Let's make our own little circle of friends so that we can be spreaders of good news out into the universe. Until then, from my heart to yours, good night. I love you.